Hey guys, this is Kim and I am back, and I think, let me check my notes, this is episode, I believe it's episode number 39, and I'm back. This is Kim, I'm the Crafty Nomad, and I am known as the Crafty Nomad because after you watch this, you will see I am all over the place when it comes to my crafting, and actually, you can look behind me and see a lot of the things that I do. There's crochet in the background, there's knitting in the background, there's mixed media art, there's wood burning in the background, and I'm going to show you my latest thing that I've been doing during this podcast. I wanted to say welcome to everybody who is with me for the first time. Thank you for joining me. I have not been that consistent. I'm going to try to get it together because I really enjoy doing the podcast, and I really enjoy watching other podcasts. And I think, that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. I've gotten back to watching, and I'm going to mention some of the ones that have stood out to me and some of my old favorites and some new kids on the block. And I'm going to share a little bit about a recent market that I did and how I did with that. And also I have no yarn related finished objects but I do have 3 whips I'm gonna share with you, I think. And so let's get started. Again, you can find me on Instagram at Kim the Crafty Nomad, so please follow me over there. I am Pettis Kim Knits on Ravelry, though I don't do a lot. I just started getting back into. Oh yeah, let me make a note. I'm gonna talk about an along that I'm in. I'll try to talk about it a little bit. I don't have all the details because I just thought about that right now, but I can tell you where to go to get the information for that. And let's see. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm into. So let me get started with my works in progress. So I'm going to put this right here. And the first work in progress, I actually started this because of watching a new podcast, which I will mention down in my, when I talk about what I've been watching lately. And unfortunately, I got this little paper all bent up because I recently went on a trip and I took it with me. So I am working on the Kelsey Shawl, and I tried to print this in color. But this is a pattern that was written and designed by Lacey Paviglio. Sorry, Lacey. She is hooked on owls. And I think she's hooked on owls on Instagram as well. And yeah, she has a YouTube channel as well. Hooked on owls, all one word. And this, I saw this on another person's podcast, and I said, oh, perfect for my mandala yarn that I bought, that I was searching for a great pattern for. So this is actually pretty simple. It's pretty good for mandala too. And so it's going to be an asymmetrical shawl, and you start out with a small amount. You just keep growing and growing and growing until you get to the point where you're done. And I love that because you get to show off all the colors in these cake yarns. So I am using for mine Lion Brand Mandala yarn, and this colorway is called Sphinx, and I love this colorway. And okay, I should be much further along, but I totally scrolled. Okay, let me show you. I was this far along, and then I was trying to you know how in crochet is so easy usually to just go back, and if you feel like you messed up, and I haven't actually memorized this pattern yet, so I was like, wait a minute, this is not right. So I was going back, and I kept pulling, and it got stuck, and I pulled so hard I broke the yarn, so I had to start over. And so now this is how much I really have right now. That's how much I have going right now. And I got this little stitch marker from, I ordered a button from Andre Sunet's. And I think that's who I got this from, this little stitch marker. So that is just marking my increase size. So I'm looking forward to having that done. I think all the colors are going to be beautiful. And I'm using my lovely Furls crochet hook that I got for myself. I think I got it for myself for my birthday or for Christmas. I love this crochet hook. So I'm keeping this project and my little bucket bag that I made. It's a big one. Sometimes with crochet projects, you're using pretty large balls of yarn, and so you need a big bag. So if one like that, you just pulls it shut. It's fairly big. It will sit on the floor flat. You see, it's a flat rectangular bottom, and it's perfect. So that's one project. Second project I will show you is I started working on a pair of Rose City rollers. I'm using I know this is a Knit Picks yarn. It's a Knit Picks stock yarn. It's some kind of superwash, but I don't have a ball band anymore. It was one that came in a skein, and I had to, you know, wind it up, and I don't know. I haven't mastered the yarn. I haven't mastered the, sorry, a text came through from my husband. My husband has taken my son to a birthday party today, and he was just telling me that they are just now serving cake and ice cream, and so they haven't even left the party yet, and we have another place to be tonight. But anyway, that's okay with me. If we're running late, we're running late. But anyway, this is like I said, a Knit Picks sock yarn, which I cannot remember which one it is. Cannot even remember the colorway. But I am making a pair. I decided I'm gonna make some Rose City rollers, and you can see right there is the most recent finished pair of socks that I've done, which were featured on a different podcast a while ago. And it takes me forever to knit socks because I have a big foot, and so I have to like cast on 72 stitches, and then my foot is really long. It takes forever. So I thought I'm gonna do Rose City rollers because I don't have to do a long cuff, and it's still gonna take me forever to knit the actual foot of the sock. So I'm at the point where I'm making the heel flap. So right now I'm going back and forth for the heel flap. And so as you can see, I like to use the 9-inch circulars. I love them. And Kalisha over at the Quirky Monday podcast, and she's at Nadiratani on Instagram. She was just talking on her last podcast, or maybe the one before, about how much she's not into these 9-inch circulars, and she thinks her hands are too big. And I was thinking that too, but I have gotten used to them. It took a little bit of time to get used to, and so I love them because once you get past this part, you can just kind of zoom once you get them back going. But this part I cannot. I have seen people, there's a Facebook group called Darling 9-inch Circulars, and I forgot the woman's name, but actually I watched her YouTube videos to figure out how to do it on these, and they have a whole group over there, and I'm sure any help you need, you could probably go over there and get it. But she does the entire sock, from what I can tell, on these 9-inch circulars. None for me, thanks. I have to take it off and put it on this, or either I have to use double pointed needles to do this part. So that's where I'm at. I don't think I have much longer to go before I'm gonna start picking it up and getting it back going in a circle. So that's where I'm at on those. And I'm keeping this in one of my favorite bags and one of my most popular bags that I sell, by the way. I do have an Etsy shop, and it is called Ebony Pearl Creations. And you can find me over on Etsy with that. But this is one of my most popular patterns. And of course I had this one, you know, it's because it was imperfect. So I kept it for myself. I just love it. Can you see those girls? All shades, lots of ethnicities represented, but all of them are curvy. And we curvy girls, you know, I like to give us our props. So here we are in that. And my last whip I'm going to show you is at the same place it was the last time you saw it. It is being held in my red hot chili pepper, even though it's a lot of different peppers, my red hot chili pepper bag that I made. And I'm still here, guys. This is where I was last time you talked to me. Okay, they're not talking to me. Okay. Heard the neighbors. Can I just say it's hot as blazes right now in LA? Unbelievable. Anyway, there he is. And I'm still right here. All I'm doing is getting the bottom ready to close it in. And I feel like I need to start it over because the camera's off. So I keep telling myself, just keep going. Doesn't matter that much with crochet. I could probably fudge it, but I don't know. Yeah, it's got to fit around there. And it feels like it's not going to be big enough if I don't start over. So I just keep telling myself, start over. But I haven't done anything. I'm doing this one in, what is it called? Karen Simply Soft. And I have it in 2 different colors. Let's see if we have any kind of a ball band. So we have the color, the blue is just a country blue. And then the eyes and are black and white. Also it's also Karen Simply Soft. And the brown I don't have a ball band for, I don't think, but it's just brown. All right, so those are my whips right now on that. So that's my knitting and crochet. I have so many other, I have a granny stripe blanket, way too hot to bring that out. I have made progress on it, but I'll bring that out another time. It's pretty big. It is a beast. That's what I like to call it. Because I'm using worsted weight yarns in mine, not sock yarn, and it is super heavy. It's really colorful. No plan, no rhyme or reason, but it's really pretty. So I'll bring it out on a cooler day. And I have a sweater that this morning I was like, where is that? Where's that bag? I'm gonna be mad if I can't find that bag, because the last time I saw it, it was in my husband's car. And it has some really cool pins on that bag. So I will be upset if it's lost. But hopefully it's still in his car. Haven't worked on that sweater though. So those are my yarny projects that I have been working on. And the octopus, I think I showed you guys this before. It came from, I'll show you the pattern. I'm trying to get to the cover of this pattern book, but I can't seem to. Okay, so I got it from this book, Adorable Amigurumi. Sorry, scared me. I'll probably look crazy, but I'm back. Adorable Amigurumi from Red Heart Yarns. So I believe I bought that either from Joann's or Michael's or somewhere like that. And I have made this octopus before, and then I have also shown you that I made that fish before long ago. And I made the super duper easy ice cream cone I made that one a couple of times so far because it's easy. All right, I'm all about the easy, so that's where I got that pattern from. The Rose City Rollers is a free pattern for the socks. I know you guys all heard of that. It's a free pattern on Etsy, so there you go for that. Those are my whips. So the only finished objects I have to show you guys are what I've been doing in relation to my latest little crafty obsession, and that is resin jewelry. So I'm going to show you some, and at the same time I'm going to tell you about this farmers market that I did at church. We are doing these farmers markets just to raise funds to put in our coffers for our building fund, and we're doing so great. Our goal is to really have our own building, and I believe it's going to happen sooner than we think because we're raising money faster than we thought we would. And the farmers market is just something extra, something fun to do, but also an opportunity to just raise a little bit more money. So after church is over, everybody streams out, and there are people there with vegetables, and it's like real vegetables. There's people selling succulents in beautiful pots, and then there's people selling sorry, my husband his texts keep popping in. People were selling food, someone was selling smoothies. It was really fun this time. And I was selling my resin jewelry. So I'll show you a few pieces. If you can see that, that's an ice cream cone. I made some little hearts. I had a lot of fun with this. I just kind of went a little crazy. Here's a little robot that I did. I try to have things for boys and girls. I really enjoy making these little puppy paws. Super fun. And let's see if I have any of the other types of hearts that I made. I don't seem to have any of the other hearts. I made these, I don't have any of the other hearts in here. I made a different kind of heart, but I also made these little diamonds. And let me see if I can reach. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. In here, oh, okay. So that's example of one of the other types of hearts I made. And then I made some little pacifier necklaces. And these were super cute, little cupcake necklaces. I had a bunch of different styles, and I'm going to tell you, how did I do? Not that great, honestly. The first farmers market that we did, I did in November. I did it after I had had surgery. I had scraped together a bunch of things. I remember when I was at home and I knew the farmer's market was coming up, and I was like slowly walking to the table. I was pouring candles. I was doing all kind of stuff, recuperating from my surgery. But as I started to feel better, I was like trying to, make candles. I was, just trying to make things. And I'd already had some crocheted items ready to go, and so I made a lot more money. I made like almost 3 times as much as I made this time. So I'm not actually sure what the problem was. I know that I definitely was going for a younger demographic with these, and a lot of little girls really loved the rings that I made last time. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna just sort of market to them, but it did not work out well, and I was disappointed in the fact that I wanted to raise the same amount of money at least, and I had tons of this stuff. So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm not sure if I need to redo it. Actually, what I am going to do is I'm going to start making zipper pulls. Is that right? And charms for planners, because I've been doing my little planner. I'll show you guys a little bit of what I have done with that as well, and sort of like repackage them to maybe a different demographic. I don't know. Anyway, it was still a fun day to do it, and these are super fun and easy to make. And so yeah, that is that. Oh, let me just show you, because I made stitch markers as well out of the resin. And I'm going to show you some of these because if you purchase a bag from me, you might get one of these. So, see if I can hold it so you could actually see that little gummy bear. Can you see it? I'm trying to get it so you guys can see it. There you go. So that I made a bunch of little gummy bear stitch markers, or progress keepers really, and stitch markers, because some of them are like you can slide them right onto your crochet hook, and I mean not your crochet hook, sorry, your knitting needle. So that's cool. And then this one is more on the progress keeper because it has the lobster clasp on it. So that's that one. Okay, so that's the resin. And that was, like I said, super fun to make. I love doing it. They go really fast and they're super cute. I even made earrings out of those. And yeah, and those did sell. So that those are my things that I've been doing, and those have been super fun. Now what I want to show you guys, I did go to Joann's, and you know the trouble with watching you podcasters is y'all make me go shopping. So I hadn't even heard of the Lion Brand cupcake yarns until I was watching some podcasts, and I will name names shortly, those enablers. And because the mandala is really hard to find in LA. You can only find it at Walmart, and the few times that Walmart is nowhere near me. I have to drive way out. Not that bad, but seriously, it's not like it's down the street. So, and when I've gone, they haven't had that many. You don't find it in Michael's. You did not find it in Joann's. I could not find them. But now they have these cupcake yarns, and I don't know. I heard it's exactly the same thing. It's just been rebranded. I'm not sure why we had to do that, but some kind of deal, I guess. Anyway, I got this one, Lion Brand cupcake yarn. It is 100% acrylic, and you know, maybe that's what's different. I actually think that, you look at the mandala, because I think the mandala might be, let me see, a little something different. Nope, it's 100% acrylic. Y'all already knew that, huh, when I was looking. Anyway, because the Karen Cakes is a little different. It's acrylic and something else, I think wool, but this is 100% acrylic. It's super, super soft. And I bet you it's made in Turkey. I just bet it is. Is it? No. Because usually when you find it and it's made in Turkey, it is really soft, even though it's acrylic. Now this one is actually made in China. Unbelievable. Anyway, let me put my glasses back on. This colorway, let me show you it. If you can see that, you should be able to see that pretty good. This colorway is, I think it's called Coffee Break. Yep. This is Coffee Break, and I love it. Most, what I will say is I think that the colors are lighter in the cupcake than they are in the mandala. This one has 590 yards. It is a 150-gram ball, and I think this is pretty much the same. Yep, exactly the same. The packaging, I don't really, okay, somebody tell me down below why did Lion Brand do this? Because that's Lion Brand as well. So let me know. Is it just the colorway choices? I don't know. Anyway, I love them both. Can't wait to make a shawl or something out of this. And then, of course, everybody has a cake yarn now. I remember when the Karen Cakes came out, it was so exciting. And now there's so many different choices. This one is called DK Colors by Premier Yarns. It is 100% anti-pilling acrylic. This colorway is called Alpine. What we have here, this is a DK weight yarn, a number 3. It's 383 yards. and a 140 gram ball. So it's just a little bit less in this one. And if you can see this is super cool because the can't really see it, but some of the colored parts of the striping is not solid. So I can't wait to see how this knits up. Oh, and they don't have a picture like the mandala, but it's a little speckled on like some of the lighter colors. So I got 2 balls of that. Then I saw this. I wanted to try it. Red Heart Super Saver Fair Isle. Now I will knit with this because I think that you will totally lose the Fair Isle if you actually try to crochet with it. At least that's what I think. But this looks like a crochet pattern. Yeah. That's a crochet pattern. That is a crochet pattern, and you can see the Fair Isle, but I still think it's going to look better knitted, but we will see. I think I'll find some YouTubers who have already used this, and I'll see how that's going to look. But I just bought that for fun. And for my resin, I needed more, so I got this. I actually use a different kind of resin most of the time, but Joann's doesn't have it, so I got this one. I have had this before, but I don't think I've actually used it before because the first time I thought about doing resin, I bought it and I did not do it for years and years, and I had it in my cabinet. I finally just threw it out because it was old, and resin does expire. But for my future resin projects, I did get some butterfly sequins, and I got some iridescent glitter. And for my planners, I got the Happy Planner sticker rolls. You get 5 different stickers in here, and this is the faith one. So, excuse me. There are a daily gratitude list sticker, a prayer list, and then some quotes, and then some empty boxes where you can write things. So that's all that comes in it. And I will be using them in my bullet journal. I have a different planner, a monthly planner, and I've been bad. I just gave up a little bit. I do the monthly, but I haven't been doing my bullet. But I am going to do my bullet. You can kind of see sort of this was the first week of June, and that's how I did it. So with my bullet journal, I'm just using one of these journals from Michaels, and it is the one with the dot grid. And I'm going to go through and make my weeks the way I want to. So like this one, I made it like that. So the first one I did a bunch of horizontal boxes, and this one I did vertical ones. So I'm not quite sure. I'm probably going to do verticals when I show up, because as you can see, this is June 11th through the 17th. And then look what's next. Boom, I stopped doing it. So I'm going to get it back together so I can be on top of things. I think I might have showed you guys this before, but I do have a habit tracker, which you can see I gave up on. Shame on me. Yeah, I gotta get it together. That was June. June is done. But I keep a prayer list in there. I keep what I'm reading, and then what I want to watch. So anyway, when I catch up, I'll go through that a little bit more with you guys. All right, so I think that is all of my projects, and now I want to talk to you about what I have been watching lately, and that's gonna be hold on. Let me get to what I have been. Let me get to my show notes. All right. So, okay, let's see. All right. So I have been watching a lot of podcasts, and the 3 I want to highlight. Let me first just say, I have not been watching. I've been watching all kinds of things. I just go off on tangents, just like in my crafting. My YouTube watching will do the same thing, because I'll just get interested in something and just start watching all. That's the only videos you will see in my feed. And so, I watch all kinds of things. I watch family vloggers. I watch van life people, because I just find it so interesting that people just give up a brick and mortar house and get and hit the road and live in. Some people are living in their cars, people are living in minivans, some people have full-on campers, but some of them get other things and convert them, and like they'll get a bread truck and convert that into a camper. Super interesting. And I know Shirley over at Jammin with Yarn, she follows some of the same people that I do, and I don't know, it may be because of her that stuff popped up in my feed, because I watch her, but not sure. But I know she has mentioned some that I watch as well, and so anyway, I just watch them. I'm not gonna do that. I don't have a van, but I just think it's so interesting that that's what people do, so I watch it. Anyway, I got back to watching my crochet podcast, and you know, when I first started looking at podcasts, and I would put in crochet podcast in my search bar on YouTube, and hardly anything would come up. There was a few people, like I think her name is Sandra over at Cherry Heart. There were just one or two that were fully crochet focused. A lot of stuff will pop up, but a lot of times it was mostly knitting people who did a little bit of crochet. Well, now that I'm back, I have found that there are so many more new crochet focused podcasters, and that is so awesome. I love that, because I love crochet. I love knitting too. As you can see, I do both. I love crochet probably most, but there are certain things that I just think you need to knit. Like if I'm gonna knit a hat for my husband, or if I'm gonna make a hat for my husband or my son, it will be knit. If I make it for, I do have a pattern that I could do for males with crochet. Obviously, there's plenty of patterns, but I just prefer the look of a knitted beanie for a male. I also so far have preferred a knitted sweater, but one of these podcasters that I'm mentioning, she's done a kimono style sweater, and it looks awesome, so I might try that in crochet. So first person that I'm gonna mention is two people. It's Lisa and Amanda, and they are over at Happytohook Creations. Now, I know if you're watching my video, you watch their channel already. They are awesome. Mother-daughter team, which I love. And they are from the Illinois area, which I am originally from, so I love that. When I listen to them, they feel like home to me, so I really like that. And Amanda, she has her own channel that's called Amanda Panda Talk. And Amanda will do these late night live chats, and you know, people who, I love it because I'm on the West Coast, and most of the people that I follow are not. And so when they do lives and things, I can't catch them because they'll be going live at 8 o'clock their time, and I'll just be getting off work. But Amanda is a night owl. She has trouble sleeping, so sometimes she does these late night chats, and it's super fun. People are working on their project and just talking about anything, not just yarn related. So check them out. That is Happytohook Creations on YouTube. They have a Facebook group as well, and it's Happytohook, all one word, then Creations. And then Amanda Panda Talk. Amanda Panda, I think, is one word, but if you just put it in the search bar, you'll find it. Then I watched the very first episode from Kayla, and her channel is called Addie Crochets. And Addie is her cat, so she named her channel after her cat. And she is the person who was doing the Kelsey Shawl, which made me go and search and purchase that. I think it was a purchased one pattern, and start working on that. She had a lot of projects, but you know how it is when you first start your podcast. If you haven't been podcasting, you have tons of things to talk about. So she shared a bunch of shawls and things that she's working on, and she's really a talented crocheter. She's only been crocheting for a short amount of time. I think like almost a year, and she does some beautiful things, so check her out. And she's also Addie Crochets on Instagram. Then the other one that I discovered, her name is Lee Mack. She has a website called Total Lee, TOTALLEE.net. and that is actually the name of her YouTube channel as well. And she does a lot of things on her channel. She looks like she's also a booktuber. She talks about her books and things, but she also does crochet catch-up videos. And she does, you know how people make portraits out of crochet? That is what she does. Super talented, beautiful stuff. I don't think I could ever do anything like it. I wish that I could, but her stuff is absolutely gorgeous. Check her out. I will link everybody down below in the description bar. I'm really not that great at keeping up my, I do have a page on Ravelry for this channel, but I don't keep it up. So I'm going to put all the show notes down below. Okay, so those are the ones I wanted to mention. I also will go ahead and mention one of my all-time favorites. I've been watching these ladies for years. I love them. I fell off the wagon of watching for a long time, and therefore I hadn't been involved even on Ravelry, but I've been catching up, watching their videos, their latest videos, and that is the lovely Marlesha and Tahlia, and they are over at the Pin, Hook, and Needles podcast. And I wanted to mention them because I love their podcast. They do a lot of great projects, but they do a ton of really cool alongs, and they call it most people, I hear them say cow, but they say cow loud because it's a crochet along, crochet knit along. So anyway, they have one that they have always done this time of year, and it's like a cardiac awareness along, and everything either used to have to just be red, but now because of some personal things, they have introduced another condition and therefore another color. So go over and check them out. Check out their Ravelry page. Check out their latest episode. They podcast weekly, so, and they are consistent, so they're a great one. If you just really like consistent podcasters, they're a great one to watch. So go check them out. Check out their crochet along, knit along. Good people on that board. They have a very active group on the message board. So if you just, sometimes you join groups and they're not that active, these ladies message boards are super active, and it's really fun. So go over and check them out and check out their alongs. I'm entering my socks that I showed you into their knit along, crochet along. I'm gonna do some other projects that will fit as well into their alongs, because I mean, they're great, and yeah, I love them. So go and check them out. I mean, if you've listened to me any amount of time, I have mentioned them more than once. So that's it, I think, for today. I think, you know, life is good. I just got back from a little tiny vacation with my battery's low, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry. I just got back from a tiny little short vacation with some friends, 3 families, 6 adults, 5 kids, Legoland, tons of fun. So yeah, I'm relaxed, I'm chilling. I've been off work since 4th of July, and just looking forward to more fun things in the summer. It is hot as blazes in LA right now, so you might hear my fan going. I should have had the one up above going. I've been sweating bullets trying to organize all my crazy, and no, I haven't worked on this part yet at all, so don't think that that's the organized crazy. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. Please, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'm going to try my best to be more consistent. That's what we all say, but I think when I'm watching more podcasts, it makes me want to do more podcasts. So that's how I'll keep myself on track. Anyway, if you have a podcast of your own, please mention it down below so that I can come on over and watch you. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will catch you on the flip side. In the meantime, until we meet again, keep it crafty.